Hey everyone, thank you for joining me one more time. I am your host Brian. You are on the Brian Murray YouTube channel. Grateful to have you with me one more time. Here we are, episode four of the Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney Plus series. This is going pretty much as I expected it to go. Lot of dialogue, which isn't bad. Whenever you hear it's a lot of dialogue, that means that it's boring. No, it's a lot of deep stuff. Marvel has put so much emphasis on, the Tony Starks and the Spider-Mans and the X-Men that the Captain America storyline has been so overlooked. So it's really good that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier can really get into these back storylines and update it and so forth and so on. So that's really cool. So episode 4 was really good. We are going to go through this. The scene where Buck is is in Wakanda, and they are freeing him of his triggers that Baron Zemo has put in him. That was really cool. It's because one, you have to establish the debt that Bucky has to Wakanda. So that is really good. It's like, it doesn't matter how made up you are or how high tech you are. If you still respond to your old triggers, you're not going to get far. Especially when your enemy put the triggers in there. Okay, so that's really cool. So I thought that scene was very powerful. So to the appreciation and the debt that Buck owes to them, they're like, look, I'm not trying to throw anything in your face, but do understand you are where you are because of us. and Bucky's like, I understand that. I'm not at all being negative about that. But what's going on right now with this missing super soldier serum that's leaking all over the world, we're in hot pursuit of it. We need Baron Zemo, is because he's the one with all of the intel. Wakanda's like, well, he's the one who killed King T'Chaka. And he's like, I understand that too. I understand that too. So this is what we're going to do. You gotta let me finish this. After I'm done with him, you can do whatever you want with him. And that's when the captain of the guard was like, you got 8 hours. In 8 hours, we're coming for him. And Buck was like, okay. It is all right. So that's good. Sam and Baron Zemo was talking things out. The Flag Smashers are talking things out. Sam is very Steve Rogers like, is because he's like, hey, let's go about this a diplomatic way. Okay, it's because the Flag Smashers, if they're a small army of super soldiers, just us being a handful of super soldiers ain't going to subdue them. Okay, that's why we have Baron Zemo with us. So they're going through this. You have the funeral of the matriarch of the Flag Smashers, only to find out that their leader has a quite adequate stash of super soldier serums. So we have that. Steve Walker and Flagship tracks Sam and Buck down, and Steve Walker, John Walker, sorry. So Walker is like, hey, we need to bring this in, and Sam is like, no, we're not. We're working on something. Blah blah blah. John's like, I'm here to place Baron Zemo under arrest. I can take you all in. And Sam is like, get out of my face, man. we're working on something big. You can either work with us or work against us. Baron Zemo gets the location of the funeral of the Flag Smashers matriarch. We get that down. John Walker is beginning to understand that no one takes him seriously, and in particular, that's very damaging to a man. Everyone in general, men in particular, that's very damaging to a man. So what men tend to do, people in general, men in particular, we tend to overcompensate. Whenever we tend to overcompensate, things get really bad really quickly. So Sam is having good dialogue with the Flag Smashers young leader. We got that going on. Baron Zemo tracks her down, kills a couple of their guys, I believe. All of the extra super soldier serums are scattered all over the floor, and Baron Zemo is like, hey, we can eliminate this, and he begin to stomp all of them. However, he forgets one, and this is the one that John Walker later finds. I find this to be interesting is because John Walker, number one, from my understanding in the comic books, he's always been a super soldier. So in this Disney Plus story, the way they are telling it is like he can do all these things, but he's not a super soldier. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so he steals the last one. He puts it in his pocket for later. We have all this going on. Sam is making great progress. Baron Zemo has proven himself to be quite effective. However, they're all going to Baron Zemo. Look, Baron Zemo is a former master of evil. Okay, what Disney Plus, what Disney is doing is they are getting ready to set this storyline up for Thunderbolts. Now, by me saying Thunderbolts, that means absolutely nothing to you. But let me tell you, when this story develops, you're going to know all about Thunderbolts. You're going to do research, all of that. So that's just how good this is going. Okay. Where were we? So, John Walker, for the last time, is like, change of plans, I'm bringing you all in. And Sam was like, well, for the second time, get on my face. So the captain of the guard, Wakanda, comes in, and they are quite impressive, as always. They were able to neutralize 4 superheroes in no time flat. No time flat. John Walker says something very interesting. He says they weren't even super soldiers. John Walker is like, yo, I'm losing to everybody. I'm losing. So Baron Zemo is seeing all this, and he skips out. So we have that going on. So John Walker is understanding quite quickly. I may have to take this. I may have to take the super soldier serum to just be relevant. So the conversation between him and Flagship afterwards is really kicking in. Like, I can do all these things. I have the Medal of Honors. I have all these things, but I'm still not Captain America. If I can be given the same opportunity as Captain America, I can get his type of results. So this is what a drug addict sounds like before they become a drug addict. I like how the leader of the Flag Smashers calls Sam's sister, and I like her opening statement. She's like, I'm just calling you to find out if I need to kill your brother or not, because Sam was making great leeway in his negotiation with them until John Walker messed things up. So she's like, hey, he seems like a good guy, but this John Walker, this new character in America is making things pretty bad. So we have that going on. So I like how she threatens Sam's sister, and she says something that just about every black person feels when like a great political issue comes up. What's happening with that don't even exist in my world? What's happening with that don't even exist in my world? It's important. Yes, it does affect us, but we have more pressing issues. Like what? Food, clothes, and shelter. Making ends meet. That's our concern. So this is why black people in general, especially in America, is like, we don't care. We don't care. Why? Because the mass majority of us is just trying to make ends meet. We don't care about all this extra stuff. We just don't. We just don't. So here we are. So the sister calls Sam, lets him know, hey, your friend called me and threatened to kill me and the boys. So you have that going on. You have another encounter with the Flag Smashers. That's happening. You have Flagship being injured. It looks like he's dead. I don't know if he's dead or injured. Why would you kill Flagship? I don't understand. You can really get him to really get into a lot of storylines here. So it leads to John Walker tracking down the guy that he thought killed Flagship. I don't know if the guy killed him or injured him or what. We don't know what is happening, but we do see this very profound scene where John Walker catches up to him and essentially kills him with the shield. And he's at the market square, and it's like 100 people with their camera phones recording and streaming as John Walker kills this guy in cold blood. This is profound. Now, would John Walker do this in real life? Not really. No. But I like where Disney Plus is taking it. It's because to the U.S. government, replacing Captain America is pretty much like hiring another guy. It's like, no, It doesn't work that way. That's why Captain America chose Sam Wilson. Why? Because his character was in place. This other guy is just chasing a title. He has the title, but yet emotionally he's still chasing it. So that's just some really tough stuff, man. That's some really tough stuff. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. There's only 2 episodes left. I want to see where this takes us. Also, so Black Widow comes out in July. Loki's story comes out in June. I need to find out what was happening in the month of May in terms of Disney Plus or Disney storylines. So this is really good. So let me know how you feel about this episode. Post something in the comments. We can get a dialogue going on in this. So, all right, y'all. Take care. See you in episode 5. All right. Bye.